Good morning, Scott here, known as Cantaloupe to some online, and I'm bringing another video to you on a subject that's interesting to me. It might be of interest to you or someone you know. This is going to be the old idea of stealing. Pretty much everybody knows what that is, or do they? That's the point of this video, disambiguating the term stealing. And it's still funny how many people try to rationalize stealing, isn't it? They'll say, oh, it was a matter of opinion, or it looked abandoned when it didn't, or it was garbage when it wasn't. And really all the definition requires is to know that it wasn't abandoned, it wasn't garbage, and it didn't belong to someone, right? Come on. This is the part that people seem to forget very often. It didn't belong to them. Oh, pretty easy to tell, huh? Wasn't theirs previously. So, why do people steal? It's not actually a simple answer, and it's also not always a mark against the person when they steal. This is the part that's a little hard for people to understand. So stealing's pretty obviously wrong in most cases. And unfortunately, people are complex. I mean, it's not unfortunate. It's a good thing usually, but sometimes dysfunction or pathology, as they say, is a little bit subtle. It's not always obvious why people do things, but there's pretty much always a reason. And stealing can become, in the case of, say, a kleptomaniac. Have you heard the term kleptomania? Someone who steals compulsively. In the case of that behavior, there's a catharsis to it. I don't want to dive too deep into this, and I'm admittedly not a formally trained psychologist, but I do understand some of the terminology and ideas behind these things. And there's a catharsis. There's a kind of a compensatory thrill that people get where something is either out of place or absent, insufficient inside them. An insecurity, a trauma, usually. It's not normal. That is to say, it's not common or healthy for people to become kleptomaniacs. But with this behavior, with this mentality of habitually or pathologically stealing stuff on any scale, whether it's just once a year or every day, makes no difference, you find this other complementary behavior many times, and that is a rationalization of it, especially if they haven't really understood their own behavior or the reasons behind it, which happens. Sometimes we do things and we don't understand why we do them. This rationalization takes the form of people adopting philosophies such as nihilism, where objective truth doesn't exist, where subjectivity takes the place of fact. That is to say, things are an opinion. Everything becomes an opinion according to these people. There are no hard truths because it's all a matter of perspective, they say, which isn't true. Now, there is a story. There's something happened. If we both see something happen, we may tell it differently. But the symbols of our words and their possible interpretations and the variations thereof don't change what happened. They don't change the singular reality of what happened. Something happened. And it is as simple as checking out whether it was abandoned, discarded, and if it belonged to somebody. It is that simple sometimes. Stealing's an easy one. Maybe I'll make another video about lying and cheating, because those are the other two compadres, right? Tend to follow each other around a little bit. Reach out if you like with questions or comments to whitehotrobot@gmail.com. Have a safe, honest day. Thank you.